It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Next on Madden NFL 25.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play fake. Prescott. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion, Lamb. On second down, it's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On play action, here's Dak. He's got it at the 7, and he'll be taken down. On the play fake, Dak. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and long. To throw is Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So they'll bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here first and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on first down. A throw left side caught by Sanders. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Now Young gonna keep it himself. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's their punter now. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. First and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Now he takes off. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak would throw it here on first down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Prescott on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. .21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Thielen. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. A 2nd down throw for Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Tremble.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran. Here's Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Young. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, for the point after. It's up and through. The Panthers are on the board. It's 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Prescott. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Here's Dak to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Dak. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, And now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Receiver in motion, headed left. Young to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but The offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on second down, Young. And he will score! Game on! Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
In motion, Lamb. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
They put Pickens in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll go again with Williams. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Young. Going for it all. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Once again, it's Sanders. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Here's Young to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a loose football. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover. They retain possession. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.